I've come to see white privilege as an invisible package of unearned assets that I can count on cashing in each day, but about which I was meant to remain oblivious. White privilege is like an invisible, weightless knapsack of special provisions, maps, passports, code books, visas, clothes, tools, and blank checks. Macintosh's use of travel-based analogies is useful, I think, as it can be tempting to want to respond to the notion that one has white privilege by suggesting that we don't feel all that privileged.
All right, I looked up the invisible backpack. I especially like number 9 because it relates to her article. She self-references her own article in the article. Number 9, in the invisible knapsack of white privileges, if I want to, I can be pretty sure of finding a publisher for this piece on white privilege. How's that for like a virtue signal? Hint, hint. If you don't publish my article, you're a fucking racist.
It's so funny because wasn't it you were telling me? Someone was telling me that they were like that they were trying to get a book published or a story published, and like all the fiction publishers were like looking for like diversity books about like strong women of color, and they're like, if your book isn't about like a strong woman of color, like you're not gonna get it published right now or something.
Someone in Deadline Junkies, their agent was telling them, I don't know if it's an agent or a manager, I don't know which they have, but they were giving them the lowdown on what Netflix is looking for. Yes, and that's exactly what Netflix is after. So
yeah, I know the same thing has been happening. I mean, there's been a whole bunch with science fiction where they're trying to wokeify science fiction.
Totally, yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. You play the video.
I'm going to read a couple more of these because they're funny. One, I can, if I wish, arrange to be in the company of people of my race most of the time. Look at all these qualifiers she's throwing in there. I can, if I wish, arrange to be in the company of people of my race most of the time. I don't know. It seems like there are places in America where you could arrange to be with, like if you're black or Asian, or, I mean, isn't this the whole reason why they have things like Chinatown and Koreatown? So you can, if you wish, arrange to be around your own people most of the time. Number 2, I can avoid spending time with people whom this one's super interesting. I can avoid spending time with people who I was trained to mistrust. So she's saying, she's trained to mistrust minorities, and who have learned to mistrust my kind or me. So they've learned, I guess, on their own. But she's been trained. That racism creeping in there. They just learned it. She was trained it. 3, if I should need to move, I can be pretty sure, another qualifier, pretty sure of renting or purchasing housing in an area which I can afford and in which I would want to live. That's not white privilege. That's money privilege. That's economic privilege. Like, you have to have money in the bank to do that. If you have money, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. You can move wherever you want. 4, I can be pretty sure that my neighbor in such a location will be neutral or pleasant to me. Oh my God.
What does that mean?
Number 4, I guess I can't be sure of. I've had some pretty strifey times with my neighbor. Sitch can attest to it.
That's funny.
My white neighbor, I'm white. Obviously, you guys can tell from the video. So did you hear number 4?
Yeah,
I'm packing the knapsack. She has all these qualifiers. I can be pretty sure that's it, just in case I step in and go, hey, my neighbor and I have been fighting for months. Can be pretty sure my neighbor in such a location will be neutral or pleasant to me or hate my guts. Number 5, I can go shopping alone most of the time, pretty well assured that I will not be followed or harassed.
I'm creating a post to notify everyone of the stream.
Oh, good. Shall I continue? Number 6.
No, let's watch.
I can turn on the television or open
stop it. I hate this.
hold on, or open to the front, or open to the front page of the paper and see people of my race widely represented. Well, that's changed a lot. Like, you turn on Netflix now and I'm like, where's the white dude in this? Oh, there he is. I see him. He's background.
There you go.
Number 7. When I was told about our national heritage or about civilization, I am shown that people of my color made it what it is. No, the bullshit.
Wait, yeah, what?
Peggy,
That's not true.
this is out of date. You're told that your class of people is an oppressor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is like circa 1950
Oh,
or
okay.
something. Like, how old is she? Is that like
I
is that what
guess
she's
this has
referring to?
changed. They need to update this list. People are racist against white people now, Peggy. Update your list. 8. I can be sure that my children will be given curricular materials that testify to the existence of their race. What? What? Testify to the existence of the white race? What is the white race?
It's the horrible race, apparently.
9. If I want to, I can be pretty sure of finding. Oh, I already read that one. That's the hilarious one. That's the one that I'm like, what? Seriously, Sitch, how much use was your whiteness in publishing your novel?
0.
0.
Actually,
yeah.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was pre-woke stuff, so I don't think it hurt me, but it definitely didn't help me. So
I had a friend of mine. This is totally horrible. He writes scripts. He's sold like dozens of movies, and his agent asked him if he could pass for Middle Eastern because he was having trouble selling. He was having trouble getting gigs. Imagine this, like your agent who's lined you up with literally dozens of writing gigs, paid writing gigs, coming to you and saying, hey, do you think you could pass for Middle Eastern? Hollywood doesn't want to hire white guys anymore.
I know.
Yeah, that's what white
Anyway.
privilege is, Peggy. That's called white privilege.
Well, that's what's so funny, because it's like the actual non-racist people are like, oh, let's dismantle the concept of race and try to promote a colorblind society. And then the race people are like, no, let's just invert the racial hierarchy pyramid.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that this guy kind of weaseled out of. He's like, no, we need to restructure race, but see, we need to restructure it. Well, white people are at the very bottom of the racial hierarchy. Of course, he doesn't want to tack that part on because obviously they're going to be like, what? What did he just say?
And it's so funny because, like, I'm not against this because I'm worried that there's going to be some crazy future where white people are going to be subjugated. I'm not worried because of that, because I don't think it's going to happen. I'm worried that he's basically creating a generation of white nationalists and racist people.
Yeah, that's what I'm
going
worried about. Totally.
Right. We're going to say, fuck you. I'm going to start identifying as a white person again, create some sort of mythical bullshit idea about a monolithic white culture, and that we are the superior race and we need to kick out all the other races.
This guy's reconstituting the KKK.
I know. It's so fucking dumb.
It's
so dumb.
It's horrible.
Macintosh, however, envisages white privilege as less a series of perks than an ability to move unrestricted, to pass through barriers that black people, indigenous people, and people of colour might be stopped at. Macintosh gives...
Yeah, what are those barriers?
I know. Does Peggy provide evidence for her backpack, or is this all just,
Hell no.
She all just reached into her old white lady. She opened her mouth and she reached deep into her gut. She reached all the way down her esophagus, deep into her gut. She was like, gut, tell me what's going on. And the gut was like, Peggy, white people suck. You suck. She was like, okay, published.
Totally. Where's the Band-Aids one? That one's the hilarious one. I can be reasonably sure that when I go to the CVS, I will find Band-Aids that match the color of my skin.
Have you ever found a Band-Aid that's matched the color of your skin in your entire life?
No. They're not even close. I don't know. The Band-Aid people must be white as can be because they stand out on me.
Well, it's so funny, too, because I know when I was a kid, I never wanted a boring Band-Aid. I want Spider-Man Band-Aids or something. I don't want a skin color Band-Aid. What?
Yeah. Yes, we solved the problem.
Make them all Spider-Man Band-Aids. There you go.
Yeah.
Racism demolished.
But
Thank you, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is a white superhero. You don't understand.
Well,
your
no. What
privilege.
about Miles? What about Miles? See, Spider-Man is both white and black.
Oh,
He's
you're
the
right.
perfect
Yeah.
hero.
Miles. Yeah, totally.
And
I'm game.
Miles is biracial. Okay, he's half, I think, Puerto Rican or some kind of like Latin, and he's also half black. So he's a twofer.
Perfect.
26 non-exhaustive examples of conditions which she sees as being part of white privilege. These include number 6. When I am told about our national heritage or about civilization, I am shown that people of my color made it.
Did she write the color with the U? Did he add that?
Let's look it up. We'll check it.
Isn't she American? I don't think she put the color with the blue with the U there. Okay.
Yeah,
Mr.
I read that one. I have a different one here. Number 6. I can turn on the television or open the front page of the newspaper and see people of my race widely represented. That's the number 6 I have. What's he doing?
I guess he's just making shit up.
I guess so.
Number 15. I'm never asked to speak for all the people of my racial group.
Wait, this is a total lie. White people are all the time asked to speak for all the people in the racial group, like constant.
Yeah.
What is he talking? What is she talking? Again, this is all like so outdated. This is all so outdated.
I have a different 15. I have Peggy McIntosh's White Privilege Unpacking the Invisible Knapsack, Peggy McIntosh, and I have
but Adam, you have to understand, he has the British version where they drive on the wrong side of the street, so they order the numbers all incorrectly.
15 yes. I do not have to educate my children to be aware of systemic racism for their own daily physical protection. Oh my God.
Group. And number 22. I can take a job with an affirmative action employer without having co-workers on the job suspect that I got it because of race. The attributes which constitute white privilege then vary from the ideological and cultural, being able to see oneself reflected.
Isn't it weird that we've gone from like slavery to like 3 mildly annoying inconveniences?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. It's a weird shift. I think.
In the official history of one's nation, for instance, to the routine and everyday. The ability to be seen as a legitimate employee who has gained their position on merit. Where discussions
hold on. What?
Yes. Let's go back.
Well, I mean,
if
he's talking about the argument that he just made blows affirmative action out of the water. I mean, if you're going to argue that people should want to feel like they've gained their position based on merit against affirmative action. Somehow I think this guy's not going to be against affirmative action.
No.
Yeah.